Hey everybody, Lex DeVille here, back for another Advanced Upwork Proposals lesson. This one's going to be talking about guarantees and promises. Alright, so let's talk about guarantees and promises. Are you going to use these? Should you use these? Are they a good idea? When should you use them? Lots of great questions. So, when I started writing proposals early on in my early days of Upwork, I used guarantees and promises all the time. So, I don't know, I wouldn't say so much promises. I don't like to make promises. Many of you out there do this, and I don't think it's a very good idea. I don't like to promise anything that I can't deliver. So if I can deliver something, I might promise that, but rarely will I use the word promise, because I don't want to like lock myself into a corner, you know. I don't want to trap myself in a corner with no way out. A lot of people do this. They, like copywriters, for instance, they'll say, I will make you 10 times more sales than you've had in the last year. Or I'll increase your sales by 100 times. Well, if you say that and you don't do that, then that makes you a liar, and the client isn't going to give you good feedback. You're not going to have a good experience. So, promises, just avoid them. You'll save yourself a lot of trouble if you just avoid promises. Now, let's talk about guarantees. Guarantees are a well-known sales tactic. They're well-known in the copywriting world. I don't think that many people use them in Upwork, though. A lot of people just skip over them. They're like, if I guarantee this person their money back, then, and they just, what if they just take my stuff and run? Well, part of this is doing your due diligence. If you're finding good clients in the first place, they're not going to take your stuff and run. That would cause a whole world of problems with them. That would cause problems in the sense that you're going to contact Upwork, you're going to leave them negative feedback, it's going to be harder for them to get freelancers to work with them. I mean, it causes all kinds of problems. So, don't worry so much about clients taking your stuff and running. Most clients aren't going to do that unless you're just working with crappy people, which that's on you because you've already learned what to look for in a good client. But guarantees, would I ever guarantee the money back? Yes, I've done that multiple times. I've done that in a lot of situations. I've done that on gigs as large as $8,000. I've guaranteed money back. And this is something that you're going to have to decide on your own. I don't do it all the time. I will let you know that. I am not one to be money back guaranteeing my stuff. I don't usually like money back guarantees. It's more of a last resort. So if I'm going to send a money back guarantee, I used to do it because I needed to get a foot in the door. I needed a way to get a leg up over the competition, right? And if you're trying to add value and you don't have a lot of social proof, you don't have a lot of credibility markers, you don't have a lot of 5-star feedback and reviews on your profile, then maybe a money back guarantee makes sense, because again, you're trying to prove that you're competent, and that's going to make the client confident in you so they can feel comfortable working with you. But if you don't have a whole lot to show that you're competent or to give them confidence in you, how do you make them comfortable? Well, one way to do that is to give them a reason to be comfortable. It's risk-free. You're making this thing risk-free when you give a money-back guarantee. So if you don't have a lot of proof to back up what you can do, that's where a money-back guarantee might come in. So if you work with me, I guarantee I will do X, or I will deliver X, or your money back. If that doesn't happen, then you pay nothing. You just get your money back. I'll send it right back to you, and you will have that. That can work wonders, but I don't do it very often. So if I'm talking to a client and I feel like they're really hesitant, like it's a big gig or something, and they're hesitant, they aren't sure because it doesn't really have to do with me. It just has to do with their own limiting beliefs about money, and they're like not sure that they want to go forward and pay that amount. I'll just let them know that I'll give you a money back guarantee. If you don't like it, or if there's anything that's off to you, I'll just give you your money back. And you're taking some risk, but if you aren't willing to take risk, it's not going to pay off. So I landed an $8,000 gig recently by mentioning a money back guarantee, and I got the gig. So, I mean, if I had not said that, I might not have got it. And it was a situation where I felt it needed to be said. So it was kind of a judgment call in the moment. But I didn't say it until after the proposal, so I don't want to fool you into thinking that I just put that in my proposal. I actually didn't. But in the past, I have done that a lot. And I think that a lot of freelancers who are trying to get their start can benefit from putting a money-back guarantee into your proposal, either at the call to action or preferably maybe a PS statement. That's where you'll find it a lot of times. By the way, you don't have to guarantee their money back. There's other things you can do. You can guarantee that you will modify the copy or modify the design or whatever it is until it's right for them or until it meets their needs. So that could be something that you guarantee. You guarantee a quality experience. You guarantee that you will try your best to deliver exactly what they want. So there's different kinds of guarantees you can use. It doesn't have to be money back. Money back is probably the strongest one. And you can back this up by saying that Udemy will give them their money back if they don't like it. So I think that's a benefit of being top rated. It might be a benefit of everyone now. I'm not 100% sure on that. Not Udemy, but Upwork. I don't know why I say Udemy. These darn U courses. Anyway, let's not get off topic. There's lots of guarantees. Pick one that makes sense for you based on what you're trying to do. Do you want to guarantee their money back, or do you just want to guarantee that you will try to 10 times their sales? So you're not saying you will, you're not saying that you're going to 10 times their sales, okay? Let's be very clear about that, because when it comes to copywriting, when it comes to influence and persuasion, there is linguistics are everything. What you say matters. If you were ever to go to court over an issue like this and you said, I guarantee I will try to earn you 10 times your sales, the judge is going to say, he didn't say he was going to guarantee you. He didn't guarantee you 10 times your sales. Judge Judy's going to say he guaranteed that he would try. That's all he guaranteed. He guaranteed he would try. He did not guarantee he would increase your sales times 10. And, I've actually seen examples of this in contracts on Judge Judy. Sorry, the show is ridiculous sometimes, but there's some good takeaways, because you can see how a judge might interpret the law or might interpret a situation. And you can just send this in your proposal, and it's going to help put their mind at ease. It's going to help them feel comfortable moving forward with you. So that's my thoughts on that. Avoid promises if you can. Use guarantees when it makes sense, and make sure that you use a guarantee that makes sense for you, the situation you're in, and what you feel comfortable guaranteeing that person. Because if you make a money back guarantee and they actually ask for their money back, you're going to have to give that to them. And you may have already spent half that. That's going to be a problem if you got a $4,000 gig and you got to give $2,000 immediately, and you got to come up with the other $2,000 because you already spent it. That's bad. Anyway, that's all I've got for this lesson. If you have any questions or comments or anything, shoot them over to me and I'll try to answer them as best as I can. I guarantee you I will answer your questions and or comments as best as I can if there is time permitting. No, seriously, I'll try to get back to you though. That's all for this lesson. I'll see you in the next one.